of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On 1st down, Allen going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bills. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. that is incomplete here.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Eagles! Tyree Jackson from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll be out right at the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Allen now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come to a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Calcaterra as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Allen will try again on second down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up along the way out there, but it'll be third down.
They're going to have to take this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position lead.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments for the repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Hines. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. reception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say,
and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
6 yards left on 2nd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 16-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. But first down, Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith finally receiving in from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Back to throw. Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a fake, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.